All right, today we're going to find the factor. We need to learn about factors so that you can do well in your algebra class and that you are set up for success. Whatever I'm about to be writing down, you should be writing down, and if you have any questions, you should raise your hand and ask your teacher. You can also use this time to review and rewind whatever you missed, or to fast forward if you know how to do a problem. If I ask you to pause and try to do a problem, you should actually pause and try to write down your answer in pencil and see if you get it right. So we have these 6 problems to do, and the first one is done for us. The first one shows how we have 2 relationships that are actually the same things. We can write it this way or we can write it this way. And you notice that the main difference is that one is a division problem, whereas the other one is a multiplication problem. So when we write 6 divided by 2 equals 3, it is actually showing the same exact relationship as 2 times 3 equals 6. What we call this is that 2 and 3 are the factors of 6. They are the 2 numbers that when we multiply makes up 6. So basically when we're given a division problem, we are also given the 2 factors being this number and this number, which is also written as over here. So we're going to try to do number 2 together and see if you can figure out what this number is. So the first set of equation tells you that 20 divided by 4 equals 5. So then that tells you that there should be 2 factors of 20. It's 5 and something else. What do you think that number is? Go ahead and see if you can figure that out. So this tells you that 5 times 4 gives you 20. So that means that 4 and 5 are the 2 factors of 20. When you divide 20 by 4, it's going to give you 5. And also when you divide 20 by 5, it should give you 4. Because 4 times 5 is what gives you 20. Now, if you have not already written down what I've already written for these 2 problems, go ahead and do that right now. Moving on to number 3. Number 3 tells us 2 factors. The 2 factors that we're going to be working with is 12 and 1.5. So over here it says 18 divided by something gives me 1.5. This tells me that 18 divided by something are 1.5. Well, I know that 12 and 1.5 are the 2 factors. So if my answer is one of the factors, then the whatever I'm dividing must be the other factor. So I know that 18 divided by 12 must be 1.5. Therefore, I also know that 12 times 1.5 has to be equal to 18. And then the last one that we know is that 18 divided by 1.5 must equal to, go ahead and put that on your own and see if you can do that. Yes, that would be 12. So now, see if you guys can do number 4 and number 5 on your own and get the right answers. So pause the video right now and return when you're done. So number 4, the answer should have been 36. Number 5, the answer should have been 0.8. So since these are the 2 numbers that are my divisor and answer, that means these are the two that I'm multiplying. And it's going to equal to 12. And so lastly, if I know A divided by some number gives me this last number, then I know these 2 last numbers, B and C, should multiply to equal to my original number.